Hello everyone, welcome to another Pars tutorial video. Today we are focusing on the Christmas tree ruler. And if you have a look at the ruler there in the centre bit, you can see the two scroll lines that we will be using to match each side of the Christmas tree up. So what we need to do is find our starting point on the material, start with your needle down and follow the pattern down the left hand side or whichever side you are using. The trick here is to make sure that the ruler gets right into the corner of each of those little sections, and that will give you the crisp pattern that we're after. So if you stop when you get to the bottom here, and you will slide the ruler across to the other side, and this is where you will put what you've just sewn underneath the scroll lines, and then you can match up your Christmas tree pattern when you go up the other side. So again, it's exactly the same thing, just make sure that you get into each section of the Christmas tree so you can get your nice pointy shape of the Christmas tree that you're after. So what we're going to do here is going to complete the first Christmas tree, and we can stop with the needle down, and then we can slide the ruler around to make the next Christmas tree. So the design of this pattern will be a circular pattern of Christmas trees. There will be 4 Christmas trees in total that go round. So you can do this in one long continuous thread. You don't need to keep stopping and starting. And you can also see with this ruler, it perfectly demonstrates how having the sew slip mat underneath, the light touch on the ruler and the light touch on the material is all needed so you can get the motion and the movement that you're after. Okay, again, finish the half, and then I will slide it along and match it up with using the scroll lines, and then it's just a case of doing that exact same thing 4 times. And you can see from this angle here how I am feeding the material and the foot, but the ruler is giving me the guidance of the points that I need to get to in order to achieve the shape. Okay, so that is the second one done, and therefore now we're going to turn it upside down and do the upside down Christmas tree. Now, as you can see here, I've kept the material stationary. It's always the ruler that moves around. The reason why we do this is because if you've got a large project, you don't always want to be moving your material around. If you are doing something like this and it's a smaller project and it's easy to move your material, and if you find it easy to sew in a particular direction, feel free to move it around. Okay, so as you can see, I've just sped it up a little bit here because it's the same motion over again. We're going to be doing the Christmas tree 4 times, and each time we use the scroll lines. And we can also, when we've done one side of the Christmas tree and we are sliding the ruler over to the second side of the Christmas tree, you just need to make sure that the tip of the previous side is in the center of the channel, because that will just make sure that they all match up nicely. Okay, so that's all 4 done, so I'll just show you what the completed pattern looks like. Okay, and so that would be great as a centerpiece or if you're filling a large area. So what I'm going to show you now, again, it is sped up here, is because you can use the Christmas trees as a border. So because it's exactly the same pattern and the same technique, I've just sped it up here, but you can see the overall effect. So this is why I'm just going to do one complete Christmas tree, and then I am going to take the ruler off and then do a border of Christmas trees. And I'm just lining up on the widest part of the Christmas tree at the bottom. I'm just putting that next to the previous Christmas tree that I've already sewn. Therefore you can get a nice pattern, and they've just got a light touch on each of the Christmas trees. And like I said, this would be perfect for a border. This would be really good for table runner at Christmas, or if you wanted to do Christmas cushions, or this Christmas tree would be brilliant for any of those things. So again, you can do this could be a small project like I was just talking about, or if you have got a larger quilt project, you can use it for both. Okay, so I'm just, every time I'm lining it up, and obviously remember to stop with your needle down. Or if you don't stop with your needle down, it means that your pattern won't be consistent because it might move while you're moving the ruler. Okay, so I've just skipped ahead a little bit because like I said, it's the same thing continuously. Okay, and again, matching your lines up and making sure that you get into each of those little sections. And it's quite a good pattern this, because you get into a bit of a rhythm, because obviously you know what the Christmas tree shape is expected to be like, so you can just use your rhythm and your flow, and the sew slip mat underneath helps you because it glides the material over for you, so you're not having to put lots of pressure on. It doesn't require lots of strength. It's just a nice easy process. Okay, so I've just got a couple more to do, and then I will show you the final piece. Okay, so this is going to be the last one. And it just highlights how quick and simple it can be to create such an effective pattern. Okay, so I'm going to just cut that little bit of thread off there, and then you can see there it's a nice row of Christmas trees.